The last moments of liberty for the so-called crash for cash gang. They staged their collision not on a quiet road, but on a dual carriageway. They planned this quite carefully.
Yes, this was an organised crime team that set out to cause a crash on the A40, and they communicated with each other using their mobile phones to plan the crash. The red car that you see here pulled in front of the white car that was also being driven by one of the members of the gang. The idea being that they would force the green van that you see here to crash into the back of the white car when it stood on its brakes. The driver of the green van, recognising that something was afoot, managed to slow down enough to avoid crashing into the back of the white car. Unfortunately, Miss Gill, driving the silver car, didn't stop in time and crashed into the back of the green van.
Baljinder Gill got out of her car to check the damage, but the traffic was still moving. What happened next was witnessed by passengers on a passing coach, the horror of what they saw evident in their reactions. As Baljinder Gill stood here dealing with her damaged car, another driver was coming up the motorway behind her fast. Colin Lee in this van. He didn't see her. He slammed into the back of her car and she was killed instantly.
The difficulty with causing a crash at 70 miles an hour on a major road in and out of London towards the Midlands, it's unlikely that any criminal can control what's going to happen to anybody. And as proved in this case, they had no control over it, and Miss Gill tragically lost her life.
Yet the very next day, the gang began making claims for personal injuries. Crash for cash incidents are a growing problem. It's estimated they cost nearly £400 million a year, pushing up insurance premiums for all motorists. 1 in 7 injury claims are linked to the scams. Police are investigating 40 gangs, along with experts from the insurance industry.
Firstly, it increases the cost of their insurance policy, and fraud generally adds £50 to the cost of your insurance each year. But secondly, with these accidents taking place, we are concerned that people will get injured, and indeed, we have seen one fatality.
And the officers that investigated this tragedy said it proved one thing above all, that crash for cash is not a victimless crime.